This is a dosa quesadilla. It's one of the most unique items that you can find at one of the highest rated Indian restaurants you can find in LA. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Los Angeles on Melrose Avenue because I'm gonna be checking out one of the hottest spots in the neighborhood. Behind me is Roots Indian Bistro. This is one of the highest rated Indian restaurants in Los Angeles, according to Yelp and Google. A lot of people say that they have some of the best Indian food that you can find in the city of LA. So this is the video I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of, especially if you're looking for good Indian food in Los Angeles, because I'm gonna show you some of the hottest things you can order here at one of the hottest Indian restaurants in town. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading into Roots Indian Bistro. And this is my first time here, so this is very exciting. So Roots Indian Restaurant has been here since 2021, running on 3 years. As you can see, it's still a fairly new restaurant. And this is definitely one of the most modern looking Indian restaurants that I've seen. I mean, look at this mural right over here. Fully immersive experience. And the food itself, I heard it's a combination of street eats and classic Indian comfort food, but with kind of like a modern LA twist. See, paneer masala fries? I don't think I've seen that before. Oh wow, a lot of innovative stuff. Like the naan bruschetta too. Yeah, as you can see, not your typical Indian food, but I heard that it is super awesome. But they do have a lot of like very classics like the samosas, tandoori chicken, grilled chicken tikka, and then you also have your curries, which I love, yes. But then they also have like the Roots rarities. Look at all these awesome choices. I don't even know what to get. They all look so good. You see like your veggie dishes. So they do have your cocktails, your beer, your wine, and of course you gotta have the non-alcoholic drinks too, right? I suppose it's always fun to check out an Indian kitchen, and they are known for their locally sourced ingredients. So it's fresh, it's high quality, and like I said, you're gonna see a mixture of traditional Indian dishes, but then you're also gonna see like that modern contemporary twist too. You know, I've seen many Indian foods fried in this thing, but I don't think I've ever seen French fries fried in this before. That's quite something. And of course, every Indian restaurant has to have a clay oven, and I believe inside we have fish tandoori cooking. Gotta be careful because this oven is very hot, so keep a distance. Yeah, it does look like a dosa, but kind of has more of like a sandal shape to it. And this is for the dosa quesadilla. That is quite a novelty. Mixture of Indian and Mexican. So we got all the spices, mozzarella cheese, got some oil, tomatoes. This food looks incredible, delicious. And if you guys are asking, is it halal meat? The answer is yes, all of it. I have never seen appetizers like this before in an Indian restaurant. So let's see what we got here. This is the aloo tikki. So they are 2 potato pancakes that's topped with onion, serrano peppers, and tamarind chutney. Looks so pretty, doesn't it? Okay, now I heard this is one of the most popular things at this restaurant. This is their paneer masala fries. I'm telling you, you're not gonna find anything like this in other Indian restaurants. So crispy fries that's topped with paneer masala, onion, tomatoes, and cilantro. This does not look like food that came out of India. So I'm just telling you that if you're more of a purist, traditionalist, then you might not be as much of a fan of this. But I guess there's a reason why this restaurant got a lot of good internet ratings, because even though it's kind of fusion or contemporary, I heard it tastes really great. And they even have these awesome $8 lunch bowls. So if you're looking for cheap eats, especially in this area, this is one of the spots you can get it. Man, I'm so excited. I mean, look at these fries. Wow. Tastes like American food, but Indian food at the same time. The spices aren't really that heavy, so it's not like it's gonna burn your tongue. But I would say that if India really did have a French fry dish, it would probably look something like this. That's pretty cool. East meets West. I mean, you're bound to find something like this somewhere in LA, right? Eventually. It seems like French fries, they have so many variations you can find all over Los Angeles. And with a hot day like this, you gotta have your mango lassi. Oh, it's so creamy and nice and sweet too, mango flavored. I feel like I always have to get this when I go to Indian restaurants. It's like all the time, especially when you're eating food that's very spice driven. You gotta have it, you know what I'm saying? All right, now this looks really interesting. It's sweet. I mean, I knew it was gonna be because there's tamarind sauce on top of it. Since these are potato pancakes, it has kind of like almost like a mushy flavor, but then the top is slightly crispy. Onions, crunchy, refreshing. Tamarind sauce is sweet, but also kind of spicy too. This is a very unique Indian dish. You should get it because it tastes pretty and it looks really good. So if you're coming with two, each get one, you're all good to go. And this one is truly a house specialty, their rustic chicken curry. It's kind of like a home-style dish from what I heard, and you can't find this in too many Indian restaurants, at least not made in this way, because this is bone-in chicken. Isn't that pretty cool? So bone-in chicken that's slow cooked in tomatoes, onion, garlic, house spices. Yes, and we pretty much find this in every Indian restaurant, right? The chicken tikka masala. They said that they make it really good here, just like a lot of Indian restaurants say, and I don't doubt them. This looks really good. So there's the chicken, along with tomatoes, onion puree, the cream itself. Yes, so let's see how theirs tastes compared to the other ones I've tried. Wow, it's good. If you guys have never had a chicken tikka masala before, you should try it. You really should. I mean, you're gonna find it in just about every Indian restaurant. It's kind of like the orange chicken of Indian cuisine. I feel like even with the sauce, I can just mix it with the rice and it'll be so good by itself. I don't know if I can really jump so fast and say that it's the best chicken tikka masala I've ever had, but it's definitely a very good one. So yeah, you should get it if you come to this restaurant. They say that the rustic chicken is more of a house specialty, so it's definitely worth a try. That really tastes like a home-style dish. It's really so delicate because once you pick it up, this meat will really just fall right off the bone. You don't need a knife or you don't need a fork to break this thing, but definitely has like very unique spices inside. It's savory, kind of on the salty side, and it's a home-style dish. So this is something that you would really see more like in a mom's kitchen. It really tastes like it. So their dosa quesadilla is their specialty here. Smoked tomato, grilled onion, cheese, gunpowder masala, pumpkin salsa, and coconut lentil. Yes, look at that soup. Here we go. It's really stuffed with mozzarella cheese and tomatoes inside, along with the house spices that kind of gives it that Indian flair. Now, dosa itself is a very popular Indian food. It's almost like a crepe. So usually you don't stuff it with all the stuff inside. Like they would give you the dosa itself, and then you would enjoy it with like chutney or these other condiments that they would give you. So this is not your traditional or orthodox way of eating dosa. Just letting you know. But since we are in LA, and this is a very creative Indian restaurant, this is one of their dishes right here. I can easily see this as like a popular street food, especially if you go to a night market around here. It would totally work. Garlic naan. I almost forgot about this one. I don't want it to get cold. Let's eat it now. Garlicky, oily, crispy. No complaints. Totally works. However way you want to enjoy it. I think this is a really good combination. And if you get something from the clay oven barbecue section, which is very popular, I heard that the tandoori fish is the way to go. They make it with salmon, so it's salmon marinated in their homemade sauce. Comes with that lemon, got some sauce, we're all set. I mean, on the menu you could get chicken, but I think you should do the fish just to change it up a little bit because you don't want everything to just be chicken all the time, right? So yeah, so if you guys like salmon, you should definitely get it. I've come to really appreciate salmon, especially as I'm growing older, because it's really healthy. So I'm trying to really eat more of this kind of stuff. It's great though. Barbecue fish, to me, it's like always, how could you go wrong with it? And you know me, I gotta get my desserts before I get out of here, right? Oh yeah, so we got two of the most popular ones that are available today. This one is the halwa cookie sando. Yes, so carrots, cardamom, coconut, pistachio, ice cream. And then this one is their rose donuts, or in Indian they call it gulab jamun. One of my favorites, so they're fried milk balls served in sweet rose water. Ice cream sandwich, which is actually a thing in Los Angeles. So I'm not surprised to find it in an Indian restaurant too. It's almost like eating a carrot cake on top of ice cream. So there's no crunch to it. It really almost tastes like eating a solidified cake. This is pretty good. I like it. All right. But then I know that I'm gonna like this one because I've tried this so many times in other restaurants. Oh, fresh made. It's so hot. It's very spongy too. Sweet syrup. That's why if you have like one of these teas, goes really good with it. It's not an overstatement to say that this is the most unique Indian food experience I've had in LA. Now, me personally, I think I'm more of a traditionalist or a purist, you would say. So I'm very content with going into one of those mom and pop Indian, traditional restaurants. But from an objective standpoint, the food here has flavor. I mean, all of them have their own personalities. It's very unique. Everything from the paneer masala fries to the dosa. And then, of course, like I said, you can get the traditional stuff like chicken tikka masala. A lot of Indian classics on the menu. And I heard that this restaurant gets very busy at nighttime, especially on weekends. There's like a 30-minute wait out the door. So maybe best time is to come during lunch during a weekday. So just giving you a little tip. Anyway, he's gonna finish up on my delicious dessert. So good. You should get it. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next food adventure.